Hello love and welcome to today's video, and in this video I want to talk about the truth about letting go and why it hurts so much, why it's so painful to let go. And this could be anything, like things like a car, or just something that's important to you, and places like a childhood home, like somewhere you just feel really at home, or a place that you love to go. And it could obviously, of course, also be people and also animals. And this is the secret, is that no, letting go is hard. And that's because when you let go of something, you're grieving. And even though it's like these small things and maybe seem like irrelevant, every time you let go of something, it starts a grieving process. And that's why it feels, you might feel a little bit depressed, or you just feel sad, and you get this, you want to cry all the time, and you're like, you're in mourning. And this could also be, especially with the kind of work that I've done and that I do and that I help others like you do, is this inner work. Because what happens when you start doing inner work is that you have to let go of some beliefs. You have to let go of some parts of you that are not good for you anymore. And letting go of that is also a mourning process. You really have to go through that in sorrow. So that's the thing. And one of the recent ones that I have been through is my horse. I have loved horses my entire life. Like really, I'm a horse girl, a country girl, and just loved horses. And I didn't have one growing up, so I bought one later on when I was older, and I was in Canada and learning to train horses and learning about psychology and all of that, and how to train. So I was prepared, because that's kind of who I am. I like to know what I'm doing and how to do things before um, actually doing it. So I was prepared. And I've always thought that I didn't want to be one of those horse girls that kind of that got a horse and loved it, but kind of then got out of it again and had to sell their horse, and kind of let go of that interest, of that, uh, because it's more of a lifestyle. You probably, if you know a little bit about it, it's like a hobby or something like that. It's lifestyle. And so recently, last year, I got to the point where it was too much, it was enough, and I could feel like it's not gonna be better. So I got to the decision after years, because this has been going on for a few years. So it takes a little time to first realize that this is not good anymore. This is not for me. This is, yeah, it's too much, or it's not aligned with me, or whatever. But that took time, that took years to get to that point. And then last year I decided then that, okay, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna sell my horse. And that was really hard to realize, because like I mentioned before, this is a lifestyle. It was a part of my heart. I felt was being ripped out. And that's why it was really a healing process and a grieving process, mourning process, to just get through the thought of, okay, I have to sell my horse. It's not good anymore. It doesn't work. I have to do it. And I actually also, I want to do it. I'm really, really sad. It really hurt to let go of that. And but it was for the best. And you probably know this from relationships. If you've been with someone who you thought they were the only ones, and then at some point you realize that this is not working anymore, this is not good for me, it's not good for them. And then you, even though you love them, you love them so much, but you have to let them go. It's a mourning process. So, and that's why it's so painful, because like that's kind of how I'm describing it. It's like a piece of your heart is being ripped out. and that needs healing, that requires so many things. And the reason why I'm talking about this specifically is that I'm just going through the papers now, so she's not sold completely yet, but it's like now. So just for anyone out there who, if you've just had to let something go, it could also be like a school, if you have to change schools or you're going out of a school because now you're done. That's also like we need to feel this morning, and we need to be with it, to accept it, to notice it, and just be with it, and then we can let it go and kind of move on, even though it's always going to be there as a scar. But then we put it together with gold. That's Chinese a Chinese way of speaking, a saying that when a cup is broken, you put it together with gold, because then it's even more beautiful. So you make it even more beautiful. And that's the same with you, with your mind, with your heart. Like every time you get a scar, every time it breaks, you put it together and it becomes more beautiful. Okay, so there's the trash cars coming, so I'm gonna say thank you for listening. And if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to hear more, send me a comment if there's anything, and I'll see you later. Bye.